Okay, let's be honest, the AI news cycle is just a fire hose of information, right? It's overwhelming. So in this briefing, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to give you the sharp, strategic signals that actually matter right now. All right, let's just dive right in. We're going to look at the developments that are really shaping the future of AI. And just a heads up, we're going to move fast because there is a ton of ground to cover. So here's the game plan. First, we'll look at the new tools popping up everywhere. Then, we'll dive into the research that's making it all possible. After that, we'll explore this wild new agent economy, tackle the, let's call it, growing pains between promise and peril, and finally, we'll zoom out to see the big picture. First up, AI is absolutely everywhere. The big shift we're seeing isn't just more AI, it's where it is. It's moving from being a destination you go to, like a website, to a native utility that's just baked into the tools you already use every single day.
And this is not some future casting. This is happening right now. The biggest models are literally leaving the cloud and landing right on our desktops. I mean, think about it. Gemini as a native app on your Mac, ChatGPT living right inside your Excel spreadsheets. The browser tab is kind of becoming obsolete for this stuff. AI is just becoming another feature.
And we are moving so far beyond just text. What we're seeing now is the foundational plumbing being laid for AI that can see and hear and speak. You've got infrastructure players like Cloudflare who are now making it super easy for developers to build these multimodal apps, and that is setting the stage for the next huge wave of innovation. So this whole deployment is really happening on two main fronts. First, AI is becoming a personal assistant that just lives on your device. And second, it's becoming a specialized coworker. Think of something like Empira Signal that's embedded in your business software to speed up specific jobs like sales or prospecting. But look, these tools don't just appear out of thin air, right? They're all built on this mountain of totally groundbreaking research. So let's shift gears and look at what's happening on the absolute frontier of AI science. The research landscape right now is just exploding in every direction. I mean, on one end, you've got AI that builds other AIs, like this Trex system that automates training. And on the complete other end, AI is being used for generative design to invent new physical materials from scratch. Plus, we're seeing really crucial work that studies AI's real-world impact on everything from scientific publishing to public health. One of the biggest, most critical trends in all this research, it's this relentless drive for efficiency. Just look at the Parquet model from Together AI. It matches the quality of a model that's literally twice its size. And that's not just a small improvement, that's a huge leap. Making AI that can actually scale and be accessible to everyone, well, it all comes down to doing more with less compute. That is absolutely the name of the game right now. Okay, so all this research is enabling something really profound. We're seeing the first building blocks of an economy that's run not by people, but by autonomous AI agents. So let's break down what this emerging ecosystem actually looks like. First things first, it's so important we're on the same page about what an agent is. This is not just a chatbot that replies when you type something. No, an agent is a system that can perceive, it can reason, and it can act on its own to complete really complex multi-step tasks over a long period of time. And get this, a whole tech stack is already popping up to support them. You've got developers who can now build agents with OpenAI's new SDK. You've got platforms like HiveTerm to manage, whole fleets of these things. And you can even give them real money to spend with services like Agent Card. Yep, a virtual Visa card for AIs. This is so much more than just code. It's like we're watching a complete economic infrastructure being built from the ground up. But this kind of incredibly rapid progress, it inevitably creates friction. What we're seeing now is this powerful divide emerging between AI's immense potential and a rising tide of public concern and, frankly, backlash. And this isn't just some academic debate club stuff. As this Fortune headline says, the AI backlash is turning revolutionary. We're seeing reports that show whole segments of the population, from Gen Z to rural communities, expressing real, genuine anger over what they see as the unchecked growth of AI. So this really lays out the core conflict, doesn't it? On one side, you have this incredible promise, accelerating science, beefing up global cyber defense. But on the other side, well, we're seriously grappling with a lack of rules, these complex ethical questions about, the emotional labor AIs perform, and a very real, very powerful public backlash that you just can't sweep under the rug. So, after looking at the tools, the research, this whole new agent economy, and all these societal tensions, what are the crucial points we should be taking away from this 360-degree view? So, when you put it all together, it really boils down to four huge connected trends. Okay, number one, AI is being woven right into the fabric of the software we already use. That's fueling number two, this lightning-fast construction of a brand new economy for autonomous agents. But all that progress leads to number three, this massive tug of war between the tech's promise and what society's ready to accept. And holding it all up is number four, that critical make or break race for more efficient and powerful models. And all of this leaves us with a really critical question. How do we navigate this intersection, between these incredibly powerful tools and the very real societal pushback? That is the central challenge we're all facing. At how you and your organization choose to answer it, well, it's not just going to be interesting to watch. It's probably going to define your next chapter